Yes, I'm afraid he's also a little bit too wrapped up in himself. However, I'm very happy that he's so excited about this new job of his, and I have you to thank for that.
Me? Why?
Well, you know, with Tempo magazine, he tells me he starts working for you tomorrow.
Ruth, I don't know what you're talking about. Tad is not working for me tomorrow or any day.
I'm glad you're innocent, but I'd hardly say that's reason to be proud, Mom.
Well, I don't think you're listening to me. Ross and Palmer joined forces, tried to make it look as though I killed Zach Grayson, but it didn't work. I knew all along Daisy did it.
Daisy Cortland did not kill Zach Grayson, Mom.
Well, the jury seems to think she did, and the judge sentenced her to prison. So it's over. It's the end of it.
Well, the jury is wrong. I cannot believe that they would send an innocent woman to prison like that.
You know what? I could use a little sympathy. Look at the way I'm living, trapped in this tiny little room. You want to feel sorry for someone? Why don't you try feeling sorry for me?
Yeah, but you created this yourself, and you know you did.
Well, it's just a temporary situation. I will be back in that house before you know it.
You're deluding yourself. What makes you think that?
Because Palmer's going to need me. With Daisy out of the picture, just you watch. I'm going to win him back.
He is never going to ask you back to Cortland Manor.
Well, why don't we make a small wager on it? As long as I have a card left to play, I'm still in the game.
Sorry for asking this, but what sort of a scheme are you plotting now?
Who said anything about a scheme? Relax, darling. When Palmer begs me to come home, you'll be the first one to hear about it. In the meantime, how about going downstairs and having a little supper with me in the dining room?
Uh-huh. Well, I'd like to, but I can't.
Why not?
I gotta go to work. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be late. I'll see you later.
Where are you working?
I'm working at the chateau.
What are you doing?
I'm a busboy, Mommy.
Why are you doing that? Are you deliberately trying to hurt me?
You sound just like Mr. Cortland. As a matter of fact, maybe you two are more alike than I actually thought you were.
Andrew? What is the matter with you? Where is your sense of pride?
Mother, this may be hard for you to understand, but I feel better about myself now than I ever did. I'll take you up on that dinner sometime soon, okay? That is, if you want to have dinner with your son, the busboy. Goodbye.
Oh, dear. I really feel sorry for Ruth.
Adam has absolutely no right to hire anyone without informing me. And I certainly am going to tell him that when I see him later.
Erica, this is exactly what I expected, that he would try to insinuate his way back into your life by using his position as publisher.
No, I don't think that's what he's doing.
Well, sweetheart, you told me yourself that you felt that he still had very strong feelings about you.
I know I did, but I was wrong.
And what happened to make you change your mind?
Well, I had a very straight talk with Adam, and he assured me that he's no longer interested in me personally.
I certainly wish I could believe that.
Well, I do. I mean, just a few weeks ago, I saw him with this stunning blonde, and then last night at Nexus, I saw him with Cynthia Cortland.
That doesn't mean a thing. You know, she's still married to Palmer.
Well, I know it may not mean a thing to you, Mother, but look, I just don't think that Adam is pining away from me anymore.
It was thoughtful of you to come over, honey.
Well, you all are just like family to me still, Myra. I wanted to tell you and Palmer how sorry I am about all this. How is he?
Palmer, he's,
Oh, Myra. Could I see him?
He's up in his room, honey, and he did ask not to be disturbed. So.
Sure, I understand. Just tell him I was here, will you?
I will.
Are they taking Daisy to Covington?
Not yet. The judge said that she could stay in the jail here in the city until the appeals hearing.
Oh, this is just so awful. I don't know what to say or do.
None of us do, honey. We're just all in a fog. If that real murderer would just I keep praying.
Oh, I wish I'd never heard the name Zach Grayson. Myra, you don't blame me for what's happened to Daisy, do you?
Oh, heavens, no, of course not, honey. We're all Zach's victims. He just pulled the wool over everybody's eyes.
No lie.
Donna,
Yeah.
that's an engagement ring.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh.
Benny gave it to me.
It was, Benny. It's beautiful. Why didn't you tell me? Do you know how I need good news?
Oh, thank you, Myra.
Oh, honey, let me look at that. I'm so happy for you. He's a wonderful man. I know you're going to be just so happy.
I was happy. Until when I heard what happened to your poor Daisy.
Erica, it's good to see you. Please, come in.
Oh, thank you, Russ. It's so nice to see you, too. How's Ann?
She's fine. Listen, Adam will be down in a minute. Do you want something while you're waiting?
Oh, no, nothing. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry I can't stand around and chat. I've got to get back to the chateau.
That's all right. It was really a very pleasant surprise to see you at all. I imagine that you're not here very often.
Yes, well, I'm here much more often than I'd like. I'm staying here. Ellen has asked me to move out.
I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry, too.
Well, Ross, I must tell you that I was shocked when I heard that you had gotten involved with Cynthia. I mean, I really thought that you were too smart a man to get involved with a woman like that for the second time.
I know. I thought so, too. Well, perhaps Ellen will give me another chance.
I hope so.
Yeah, this separation is very difficult. And I'm afraid it's going to go on indefinitely.
Erica, forgive me. Is that for me?
Well, I don't know. I didn't have a chance to ask.
Thank you. Adam Chandler speaking.
Hello, sir. This is Tad.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could tell me what the hell's going on.
Yes, we'll talk about this another time.
No, sir. No, you see, I'm about ready to go to New York. It's kind of a long way, and I'd like to think there was a job waiting for me when I got there.
I thought this was all settled.
Well, it just so happens that a member of my family ran into Erica Kane today, and she denied the fact that I was supposed to have a job at Temple Magazine.
Don't worry. She will. I'll settle everything. Don't worry.
So the job is legitimate?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you, sir. I just wanted to make sure there'd be somebody expecting me when I got there tomorrow.
Yes, that they'll be expecting you. I'll call you later.
Thank you.
Eric, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to change for dinner.
That's all right. I didn't mind waiting. What was all that about?
That old business.
It was Tad Martin, wasn't it?
Why do you say that?
Because I ran into his mother earlier at the hospital, and she told me that he expects to come to New York tomorrow to have a job with me at the magazine. I really had to set her straight.
Oh, well, Eric, I wish you hadn't done that.
So you did hire him?
Erica, just let me explain.
Adam, you promised me that you would not interfere with my running of the magazine.
I won't. Hiring Tad Martin to work in the mailroom is hardly interfering. Erica, actually, I owed Tad a favor.
What could Tad Martin ever have done for you?
Well, actually, he helped me out of quite a jam. It was the lady that I was seeing, Mickey Barlow. Well, actually, Tad Martin arrived just in time to save my skin. An old boyfriend of hers arrived in town, heard of my intense involvement with her, and but he came over here threatening me.
Are you making this up?
No, I'm not making it up. It was terrifying. Well, anyway, later when Tad asked for a job, I took the liberty of calling personnel, and they said there was a job in the mailroom. I never dreamed that he'd take me up on it. I mean, surely there's no harm done.
I have nothing against Tad. I just want to be assured that this is not going to become a regular habit with you.
Oh, Eric, of course, I'll check with you next time, I promise.